267 service between Bath and Frome, and particularly for Frome, that's the 2110 departure and the 2310 from Bath. This is a very regular and very dependable bus service which has enabled Frome people to take jobs, particularly in Bath's service industry, or indeed to embark on college courses which are available in Bath and not in Frome. They can only do either these jobs or these courses because there is a regular 6 nights a week scheduled bus service to bring them back to Frome. Friday and Saturday evening services are already commercially viable, but the Monday through to Thursday evening service continues to need partial funding. If that funding isn't agreed in the next 10 days, then there is every likelihood that the evening service from Bath to Frome will cease this September. That's why this is an urgent issue to be considered this evening. But I am the bringer of very good news. We've managed to persuade Baines and First Bus to agree to fund the midweek evening 267 service through to April 2018. What's more, their two subsidies account for the lion's share of the funding required. Last night, my local council, Road, agreed also to fund it through to April 2018, and we hope that Norton and Beckington will do likewise. That leaves Frome, who are the final piece in this funding jigsaw. Why should Frome fund it? I admit it's only because Somerset won't. Somerset has a policy of not supporting any evening bus services, unlike Wiltshire and Baines, who do. Somerset refuses to make an exception for the 267 despite the best efforts of all three of the current county councillors for Frome. So why should Frome become this final piece in the 267 jigsaw? It's very simple, because over 60%, nearly 2/3 of 267 midweek bus passengers, evening bus passengers, are Frome residents. It benefits Frome far more than any of the other authorities that are helping fund it. 75%, 3/4 of these passengers, depend on the midweek 267 evening bus to get back to Frome from either their work in the evenings or from study in Bath. If the service were to end in September, then it will mean that Frome people will be forced to give up their jobs in Bath. They won't be able to get back from them, and Frome people will be forced to give up their existing college courses because, again, they won't be able to get back in the evening from them. Within Frome Town Council's £1.4 million budget, what we're looking for is just £2,000, around £2,000, to fund this bus service through to April 2018. Yes, there is a late night train from Bath. It leaves Bath just before midnight and gets into Frome at 20 past midnight. But most of the 267 bus passengers are not just young, they're also female. And so the consequence of that is that we would be seeing young Frome women being dropped off into the centre of Frome at well past midnight, with probably anything up to an hour's walk from the Frome town centre, from the Frome railway station to the Stonebridge or Tritchell estates. Not sure how female councillors would feel about being tasked to do that 5 or 6 nights a week in all sorts of weathers, or how any of you who might have daughters would feel about them being asked to do that. These people, by the way, are often on 0-hour contracts, relatively low-paid jobs, and all their students, and so there's no way they could afford a taxi at that time of night. So it's these young Frome residents who are now looking to Frome Town Council to provide the final piece in the jigsaw that would ensure that the bus funding was continued beyond September. If it isn't, they're going to lose their jobs or they're going to have to drop out of their courses. Surely Frome can find that amount of money to look after their own.